Hello, it's me, Matthew. It's been another week. So, for today's show and tell, we've kind of got a lot, but really only three items uh, to share. First item is Pathfinder's first edition core rulebook. So, for those who don't know, this is a role-playing system full of tables and charts. But Pathfinder, for those who didn't know, is born of D&D 3.5. Myself and some friends refer to it actually as 3.75 because of its minor rule changes and such. But along with that book, I also acquired some other tomes, such as the Bestiary. This is actually my third copy of the Bestiary. I don't know why, but circumstances happened, and I have 3 copies of this book now. So if you're interested, let me know. I'm planning on selling 2 of them. This is the Inner Sea World Guide. It's a, how do you put it? It says it on the front. It's campaign setting, but it's the world you would play in, effectively. Another handy book, the Game Master's Guide. So, if you were playing D&D, this is kind of like the Dungeon Master's Guide. This book is only and specifically for your game master. I like how other systems say game master, but D&D it's dungeon master. And then we have 2 tomes as part of the Adventures, Book 7 and Book 8, The Edge of Anarchy? Anarchy? I think that's what it says. And 7 Days to the Grave. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. This has to do with the Pathfinder Society, which is a group of people who play Pathfinder. I had never participated in Pathfinder Society. I've only played Pathfinder twice before the game that I'm playing in right now, so I'm not going to say all of these books. We're just going to go through them. I'm almost done. And I think this is my second copy of this book as well. I have to double check. But this is a tome that allows you to help build your character. But yeah, playing in a game for once, which is unusual, where I'm not the game master or dungeon master. Uh, and I'm using none of those but the core book. But the deal was pretty sweet. It makes me think that the world is getting ever so closely back to normal with the trading I did to get that. A book one of my partners picked up, Ari Fete. I'm not pronouncing that right. I know that. It's a light novel. Uh-oh. It's a light novel. I've seen the anime. It's interesting enough. It's a cliche isekai. All characters overpowered, comes from another world. It's got a harem. That maybe is not so cliche. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's got a lot of funny parts. I'm not against isekai, so. And then our final item is Call Girl in Another World. Stranded in a fantasy world inhabited by magical beings and demons, Call Girl Yoki has only one clue on how to get home again. Her enchanted glamour has a list of creatures she must pleasure in order to break the spell. Fortunately, all in a day's work for this consummate professional. Another book my spouse picked up. They pick up a lot of interesting books. So, besides the Pathfinder game that I'm going to be playing in, I'm also running a Star Wars Force and Destinies RPG, which was originally by Fantasy Flight, but now is by Edge. Long story short, two companies, Fantasy Flight and Asmodee, merged, and then there was some internal reshuffling of how products were produced. So yeah, and we played the first game yesterday, actually. That was a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, right before I started recording this video, or setting it up at least, I applied to work at, you know what, we'll leave that as a surprise. Don't want too many people applying for that position. Not that there's a whole lot of people watching this that would want that position, but we'll keep it a surprise for now. Let's see. Been cataloging and organizing my War Machine miniature collection. It's gotten extensive over the years. First, me and my partner were each just collecting one army, and then I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have the other side, because I have Legion of Everblight as my main army. And I was like, well, it'd be cool to try the War Machine stuff, so I got some Cygnar. And then some Convergence fell in my lap. And then my partner, who plays Retribution, wanted to play Grimkin. And then we started trading with a friend of ours to get some other stuff. And we ended up with Khador, Manoth, Crix, Trollbloods, Mercenaries, Minions. And then we bought somebody's things. We bought Grimkin and Convergence from them. And then we bought these boxes from Privateer Press, which were like little mystery boxes. And one was Grimkin and one was Minions. So over the last 5 years, we've acquired a lot. I think that's going to be it for now. Until next week.